Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another series of DG Group, and in this video series of ours we'll be learning how to make a simple text ad with the help of Google Adwords. Fine, so just let's check out how to do that. So this is the interface through which we call it that like the dashboard of the Google Adwords. Fine, once you have logged in out here, now how to log in? You simply need to log into Google Adwords with your Gmail ID and just provide the credentials like your domain name and other stuffs, and post that uh, 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 you'd be having this kind of interface. Now once you are in this interface, fine, out here we can see a red box in the middle of the screen written plus campaign. Now we simply need to click out here, and out of these there are so many kinds of ads. So today the kind of ad that we would be learning is search network only, which is also known as text ad. Right, like when you open Google, on the top you must have seen many times plus AD in the yellow color or in green color, which is appearing. That is called as an inorganic results, and those are all text ads. Fine, so we just simply let's type down to this one. Now in this video, or like in this part, we'll be learning how to make a text ad keeping a standard section. Fine, in the next video of ours we will be also seeing how to make a text ad using all features and what all the different possibilities or different options that we're getting in compared to the standard section. Fine, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to give a campaign name. So like this is a test ad that I'm making, so like I've given it the test ad name. Giving a name to a campaign is like just naming the folder. When we used to save or any data on our laptop, we used to name it logically, so that tomorrow we can remember or recall why we have or what is there inside that folder. So simply by naming this campaign, you can recall tomorrow or after 6 months or a year that what exactly was the intention behind making this text ad. Fine, this campaign name is not visible to anyone apart from you. Right, so you can name it anything so that you can recall why you have created this campaign. Fine, once I have clicked on this I've given the campaign name, I just simply need to go down. Fine, like I can select Google search partners. There are many Google search partners. Like if I'm making an ad on Google's network or Google search network, my ad is also valid if I'm select out here that it may be also shown to other search partners of Google. Fine, now the first or the main important thing is the location tab. Fine, now from here we can choose the location where we want to show our ads. Like I know my target audience are sitting in Delhi, so I'll just simply write Delhi, India. Fine, and the option will pop out. Okay, so like it's India, New Delhi. I've selected out here, and even if whatever may be the location, like you can select n number of locations where you want to target your audience, and even you can select the option of like nearby, which will give you an idea what are all the locations which are nearby to Delhi. You can just see that just a map popped out in front of me, from where I can select. I can just zoom and I can select where I want to like target my ads. Fine, great. So once the selection of a location part is being done, fine, we can have this language tab. This is an additional feature by Google. Now what this language tab does is that suppose I'm making an ad for an audience who is sitting in Russia, and I want my ad to only show to those accounts whose default setting language is Russian. Fine, in order to do that, I can simply select the language out here. Fine, suppose I'm again giving a small example, probably you may understand from that, is that if I've selected the language as Hindi and I've deselected language as English, now my ad would be only shown to those persons who have set their default Google language as Hindi. Fine, so this language parts help us to target to those people who have also made their default changes in their language. Fine, if you're not sure, not certain about the thing, I would rather suggest you not to select any of these options. Fine, Now after that, we are having the bidding part. Fine. Like in my earlier videos, you can check out what are the different kinds, what are the meaning of all these kinds of bids. Fine, so that you can have a better clarity. So as of now, I'll be working with manual CPC. CPC stands for cost per click. Right? Like I would be defining the amount of a bid that I want Google to deduct whenever anyone is clicking on my ads. Fine. A CPC ad means not CPC, a text ad rather means that till the time a person has not clicked on my ad, I won't be charged. Okay. So now that is a default bid. Suppose I want to put a default bid as 15 rupees. So I know if anyone would click on my ad, 15 rupees would be deducted. As soon as he clicks, my 15 rupees is deducted. Fine. Irrespective of what action the user is taking after clicking on my ad, as soon as he has clicked on my ad, fine, my 15 rupees is deducted. So apart from this, I'm having another option of enhanced CPC, which is called as ECPC. We call it enhanced CPC. Means by selecting this, we allow Google to increase my bid. And earlier there was a capping of 30%, like Google can increase my bid till 30%, but now that capping has been removed. Now how this ECPC works is that suppose on my text ad, I had have made my ad with almost 20 keywords, right? And out of that 20 keywords, only 4 of my keywords are performing, right? Rest 16 are not performing. So now now the first criteria of selection of an ad is the bid part. So like suppose there are 2-3 ads which are fighting together, and and among that 2-3 ads, one of my ad is also out there. So now Google will, if I have selected ECPC, Google will try to raise my bid so that I get a better position. If there is another advertiser who is present, who is also working on the same keyword and whose bid is very near to me, fine. In that case, what Google will do, he'll simply raise my bid so that I come ahead of my competitor, fine, and my rank and my ads position is better than my competitor. So this only happens for those keywords which are performing, not for every keyword which is there on my ad that I've selected made for. Fine. So this is only for those keywords which are performing. Great. So after that, I just simply will put a budget. Like my budget is 100 rupees per day. Fine. Now these are the different ad extensions. Right? You can even check out my other videos where I have explained all the ad extension in very brief, which will help you understanding when to use which ad extension and how it would be adding benefit to your ads. Right? Expecting that you know all these things and you even have checked out the other videos, I'm just proceeding ahead. Fine. I just need to click on save and continue. Once I have clicked on save and continue, now I'll be having this option, enter your landing page. Now what is the functionality of this is, suppose my advert account is pretty old and I have been making ad for my websites and I have been receiving traffics from many other different locations and interest in behavior of the people. Fine. Now as Google is keeping a track on my website, like how my ads are performing and stuffs, fine. So if I'll provide the URL of my landing page, so what will happen, Google will suggest me, like previously when I have made my ad, under which all keyword I have received the clicks. Fine. So this interface is most useful for those who are having a pretty old ad account and they had made few ads and they have got customers engagement and stuffs happening for that URL for where you are trying to land your customer when they click on your ads. Fine. If you are a new advert account owner or you have recently started making ad, I would rather suggest just simply click on my landing page isn't ready, right? Because the landing page which you are intending, it's ready, but there is no data which Google is having. Fine. Now there's an ad group out here, so we simply need to give an ad group name. Like this, again, it's just the simple same like as campaign name concept is the ad group concept. Fine. Now I'm again having the bidding option out here. Fine. At one more thing, guys, like at any point of time, if you're stuck somewhere and you're not having any clue what that option is and what that part is, you can see the small question mark available almost at all the location. You just simply hover the mouse over the question mark and you see the description of that section is given out here. Like this bid, this option or bid, again, like we have seen, like in my earlier interface also I have entered a bid. Now again I'm having a bidding option. So what is the meaning of that bidding option is, like, this is a default bid of a maximum cost per click for the ad in an ad group. Fine. Like there you have made a default bid and this is a maximum bid that you're trying to. So it's kind of, you're trying to prepare a level from here till here is the maximum range that you're trying to work for. Fine. So I'll keep it as, I'll leave it as it is. Now the main part is coming out here is keywords. Fine. Now in keywords, like, we just need to search for the keywords who are beneficial. Like probably this keyword is not entered randomly. You need to do a good amount of research for those keywords. In order to do a research for this keyword, on the top you can see there is an option of tools. If I click on the tools, I'm having a keyword planner. Fine. So in keyword planner you can just have an idea of your keywords, like is that keyword even been searched by customers or not, how is the frequency of keyword being searched or not, and what is the competition which is present on the keyword, and most important part, what is the cost of that keyword. Right? Based on all these kind of interface only and understanding only, we use to prepare a strategy. Right? Now out here we need to enter the keyword. Many times people use to enter 4, 5, 10 keywords. So ideally 10 to 20 is being set by Google, but as far as my experience is, minimum you should work with 30 keywords. Anything less than 30 keywords won't be able to give you that precise output that you might be expecting from. Right? So I'll be just showing you the sample how to enter a keyword. Like suppose I want to work on Kia. Fine. This is one of my keyword, and just as soon as I enter out here, I'll start getting a kind of idea like on my keyword. Suppose I want this Nokia mobile phone as well. I'll simply click on this double arrow and it will keep on coming down out here. Now it's one time. I can simply not delete out here and get the idea, like Lumia. Suppose Nokia Lumia. Right? Now if I'll search, it will give me like kind of an idea what keyword might be. What kind of keyword might I use. Right? Suppose I've used all these keywords just for a sample. I've used these keywords. Fine. Now these keywords are broad match. Right? Ideally there are 5 kinds of keywords: broad match modifier, phrase match, exact match, and negative match. Without knowing these all 5 kinds of keyword, if you're trying to make a list of keywords, then your ad would be a disaster. You need to understand all those 5 kinds of keyword and strategize your ad, like which kind of keyword to use to get which kind of output from the customer. Like first I'll tell you what is a broad match keyword. A broad match keyword, like it's written Nokia Lumia. Fine. So my ad is eligible to come on Nokia Lumia. Fine. The singular of my keyword, plural of the keyword, misspelled, anonyms, synonyms, only on Nokia, only on mobiles, Nokia's mobiles and stuffs like that. Fine. So now what is happening? Even if, like, suppose you're making an ad for Nokia mobile only, and on your website you are only selling Nokia mobile, you are not selling Nokia headphone, right? And someone search for Nokia headphone. So just having a broad match keyword, you would even be eligible for a single word. So there might be even instance that your ad is even eligible for a single word Nokia, which may even in turn what it may lead, it may lead to having a click and not having a conversion. Right? The customer may click down on seeing an ad, probably that out here I may find a Nokia headphone, but probably there is no Nokia headphone. So you wasted the money by getting a click which is of no use. Right? So before just making an ad, you should do an in-depth research of all the different kinds of keywords. Now This is like a broad match keyword. Now broad match modifier starts with a plus sign. If I write this plus Nokia, which means whatever may be the search query which the customer is doing, an audience is doing on Google, the word Nokia has to be out there. If I'll write like plus Nokia plus mobile, so now both the words Nokia should be also there and mobile word has to be on. It's not mandatory that that both positions would be fixed, like a mobile should come after Nokia word only, or stuff like that. There can be changes, there can be words in between both of them as well. The singular, the plurals, anonyms, synonyms, misspelled, everything is valid. But just like in broad match, even on a single word the ad was being shooted, but in this, if the keyword with which I have added a plus sign, till the time that word is not present on my search query, my ad will not appear on that specific keyword, right? Now the third kind of keyword is phrase match. Fine. And the icon for the phrase match is double quotes. Now if I have written the keywords within double quotes, fine, it means that the keyword as it is has to be out there. Like if I'll write out here, like you can see just on the screen, it's Nokia, and within double quotes I'm writing as mobile, right? It's written as Nokia mobiles. Now my ad will now only come when a customer is writing Nokia mobile on the Google in the sequence which I have written, right? There can't be the change in sequence. There can be anything before Nokia and after mobile, but Nokia mobile in the same sequence has to be out there in the search query of the Google, which a customer might be doing. Fine, fine. Now the fourth kind is your exact match. Exact match is being written something like a square bracket. Fine, something like this. I'm sorry. Yeah. Fine, something like this. Now, exact match means the meaning should be similar to what the audience is searching for. Fine. You must be thinking, in phrase match I'm going exact, and exact match I'm going phrase. Yes, that's the way to remember. Fine. Like in phrase match we want exactly the same keyword, but in exact match we may require the phrase. Fine. The meaning of the search query has to be the same what I have written as a exact match. Fine. Maybe there can be an instance that there is a word in between, or even singular plural mix, something like that. Fine, there may be instances, but the meaning has to come out. That's called as a exact match keyword, right? And the last and the most important keyword of ours is the negative match. Okay, now what negative match is? The symbol for negative match is minus. Now if I do minus Nokia mobile phones, so or if I put minus Samsung phone, I would never appear for, like, let's take it as LG, it's small, right? So if I made it a minus LG, so I would never appear whenever there is an LG word in the search query. Fine. I with the help of this negative keyword, I used to restrict myself on appearing on some of the irrelevant keywords. Now how does this help? It helps in increasing the CTR. Fine. This is one of the very common interview question that is being asked by many of the persons when they say that they claim that they are good in AdWords. The simple question is how to increase the CTR of an ad. So one of the way to increase the CTR of an ad is by the efficient use of the negative keywords. Fine. So these were the 5 different kinds of keyword explained in very brief. Fine, so that you also do a bit of research and try to make a strategy how to make a mix and match of the keywords, so that so that your ad don't appear on the irrelevant positions. Fine, great. Now I can create another thing. I can create as many ad group I want. Like one is this ad group, I can even create another ad group out here and give it another name and different bid value. Now what happens? Now with the help of this, what we can do is, like, we can have a different ad groups with different sets of keyword and different bidding value for those keywords. this helps in being very precise while I try to, while we try to show an ads on a very niche way or very efficient way, where we can even manipulate the bidding based on the various different sets of keywords. Okay, now after doing this thing, I just simply need to click on continue to ads, and this is the interface. Fine, you probably must have seen, right? Let me select the desktop. Fine, so probably must have seen these kind of ads or this kind of interface coming on the top of the Google. Now this is a final URL. Finally, URL is the URL where you actually want to land. Suppose I'll just take a reference of my website only, like website.com, and I'm making this ad so that people who are looking for a blog on any of my topic, right, my blog should appear out there, so that when they click on that link, they should land on my inbox. Sorry, I'm saying inbox, on the page where that blog is present. So here we are on my website. Now I want when they should click on that link, they should come down to this page of mine, and let it get loaded. Fine, I won't keep that coming on. It's a technical issue. Like suppose I want for this page, so I took the URL, fine, and I went back to my ad campaign page and I pasted the URL out here. Fine, this is the URL, final URL where I want to go. And now heading 1. If you notice, like out here, only my domain name is coming. My permalink is not appearing where this link would take them. Sorry, that permalink is not appearing. I'll tell you why. First, let's finish this heading. So this is hi. This is you can see on the runtime on your right hand side, this heading is being written. So there is a proper space which is given. For heading 1, it is 30, 30. This is for 80, and this is for 15, 15. Fine. This is the text length which is available out there. I would say 30, 30, 15, 15, and 80. This is the text limit within which you have to encapsulate all your message out there. Fine. This is heading 2, particular you can see on there. Now, the thing why the permalink was not appearing was because of this. If I write anything path like digital, now my actual URL is not digitalguru.com/digital/marketing. My actual URL was something different. Now how this is helping is that these all acts as a keyword for me. Like it may happen that my ad may appear even because of this, and it is also that users could understand by seeing what they're about to find out there. I may have a very complicated URL where a number of trackers may be out there, so I can't show people such a big URL. So simply I can make it beautified with the help of writing a simple few words, and this is the description part which is right. Fine. This is how I can make a simple text ad with the help of Google Adwords. I hope you all have understood how to make a simple text ad with the help of Google Adwords. In case if you are stuck up with any point in this entire video, do just let me know by writing the same thing on comment, and for sure if I can explain you through the message, I'll explain you that. If not, I'll for sure make a video on it so that I can give you a better understanding on it. Fine, great. Thank you for watching this video, and do subscribe if you're not subscribed till now to my channel, and do hit the like button to show how you find my video good. Fine. Thank you for watching it, and have a great day ahead. Thank you.